Okay, let me just begin by saying I'm not happy about this. Like Michelle killed it.
You'll do fine, Ron. Go for it.
You're a bastard. There's so much heartfelt emotion. Like I was crying. Anyways, when you finish hearing this, you won't be crying. I was going to do a little sound check just to make sure the mic is working properly. Murphy, down. Hands up. I was also going to say that I've got some friends here that probably would just as soon heckle me, so please don't. I couldn't mind. And I was going to say that towards the end, if for some reason I start to tear up, I'm asking my son Michael, like if you start to see me tear up, Michael, I want you to yell out, "Don't be a wuss." So like if I start to, what do you say?
Don't be a wuss.
Maybe I'll get through it. I was going to start out by saying it looks like a fun crowd. Is anyone here from Manitowoc? Maybe the servers can escort them out.
Word's hurt, Ron. Word's hurt.
I've been introduced, so everyone knows I'm Jared's father. Normally I don't admit that in public. But, this is a special occasion. Many people here refer to me as Fordo. And I learned recently, Fordo comes from the ancient Gaelic word Fordorinsky. And that translates into English as mighty golfer. It's like mighty bad or mighty good, but... I started the year, for a lot of people who know me or don't know me, I started the year with a full head of hair. I used to have a beautiful big head of gray hair. I had a lovely head of gray hair. I was like the silver fox. Jared proposed to Tammy and started planning this big, friggin' expensive wedding. And I can tell you, in all honesty, within 3 weeks, all my hair falls out. I want to say thank you, Jared. Now, when I walk down the street, people often stop me because they think I'm Bruce Willis. Okay. They think I'm Howie Mandel. When Jared was thinking of who should be the best man, he thought it should be a long-standing, trustworthy friend who always has your back and is a good speaker. Unfortunately, he was out of town this weekend. And Pat and Justin, when I saw you, I said, "My God, you guys look real sharp in those suits." Who knew Sally Ann had a good tan? I didn't know. I'd like to take a moment to express our joy and heartfelt warmth in welcoming Tammy's family into ours. My compliments and thanks to Michelle for raising such a wonderful lady. I would also like to thank my wife Diane for being a wonderful mother. I believe Jared can be described as a mature, hard-working, handsome, and honest individual, and he most certainly got those traits from his mother. After having two sons, Darren and Michael, who are here today, I thought I knew everything about being a parent. But Jared quickly taught me I didn't know much. After Jared, we decided to try and change our luck, and we went the adoption route. Might have been the time of the place. I want to thank everyone for attending today, and especially those who came great distances. My brother Terry and his wife Grace from Regina. Diane's brother Robert and his wife Ronnie from Fort St. John. And of course, a large group of family from Manitowoc, God's country, North Bay, Kingston, and Toronto. At this point, it's all down.
Ottawa, gee. Get
Listen, I was thrilled when I learned that Jared was getting married. It meant not all of my sons were gay. Every speech has to have some marriage advice, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to run through this. Jared and Tammy, you have to work hard to have a successful marriage. It is like an empty box. You have to fill it with love and understanding. Patience, thoughtfulness, kindness, putting the needs of your partner ahead of your own, and fill the marriage box with love, and you will have a good life. If you don't make the effort, it remains just an empty symbol. I know at times I can do a better job in my own marriage. Diane often says I never listen, or something like that. Jared, your Uncle Bruce, who's here today, has often said to me, Ron, marriage is a very expensive way to get your laundry done for free. I think he oversimplifies things. After all, if it weren't for marriage, men would go through life thinking they had no fault at all. Jeremy, as my sister-in-law Janet says, a good wife always forgives her husband when she's wrong. I attended a large wedding recently, and at the wedding reception, the photographer yelled out, "Would all the married men please stand next to the one person who has made your life worth living?" The bartender was almost crushed to death. It's too bad that Jared's grandparents are not still alive to witness this joyful event. But one day, maybe Diane and I will be grandparents. My good friend Mike Advansky already has like 22 grandchildren. So I don't think half a dozen is asking too much. On behalf of Diane and myself, we are thrilled to have Tammy in the family. She is a lovely person and, as many know, a fabulous dancer. Many don't know she is very dangerous around knives. But I'm going to leave that for another time. Sometimes life gets busy and difficult, and we can get distracted from what is really important. Simply keep loving each other, and life will be full. Family and friends, that's you. Raise a glass and toast a lifetime of love and happiness for Tammy and Jared. And I want to end on one note. I hope everyone enjoys the evening and has a great time and parties on. And this is for my adopted daughter, Alicia. Pop, pop!